Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are discussing about the move command tutorial. So here are the syntax and content for today training. So how to move the file or rename the file, and how to move the files with the options, and how to move the directories, how to rename the directories, and how to move the files or directories from one location to another location, and how to take a backup of files or directories with help of move command. Same thing we have discussed in the copy command as well. So here are the some syntax and some commands. So let's see how the move should work for files and directories with the different options for different things. Okay, so first, the syntax of move command is similar to the other Linux commands. At the high level, it is divided into two parts. One is options, another one is the arguments. So see here, MV, we can use options, and here we can give arguments here. Let's see same thing. So what happened, right? Here we can give source path, and here we can call it as a destination path. Okay, so this is the move syntax. The first thing is how to rename a file in Linux. Okay, so the very basic uses of move command is to rename a files. Let's see how we can rename the files. Touch, we can give file1. I have created a file. Okay, so then now let's rename the file. So that is where mv, we can use file1, and we have to give the file2. So file1 will be renamed as a file2. If you can see that ls space -lrt, see here file2 is there. At the same way, so we can use option called mv-ev. It is called verbose method. Okay, so with help of this verbose, we want to know which files or directories are getting renamed. In such cases, we can use -v option to enable the verbose mode. Okay, to understand this, let's rename a file using verbose mode. So file2, I'm going to rename it as a file1. See here, it is going to display. Okay, move command with the rename options. Okay, now see ls space -lrt again. File2 is renamed as a file1. So, okay, this is how we can rename the files and directories. Now, sorry, files. Now what we have to do, we need to rename the directory in Linux. So mkdir directory 1 I have created, ls space -lrt. See here, directory 1 got created. Now let's rename the directory 1 mv directory 1, and we can rename it as a directory 2, ls space -lrt. See here, directory 2 got. Okay, now again mv-v directory 2, we can rename it as a directory 1. So see here, verbose it displays message, ls space -lrt. See here, again directory 2 is renamed as a directory 1. Like this, you can rename files and directories if you want. Now the fourth requirement is how to move the multiple files to the directories. Many times we move the files to a single directory based on our requirement. For example, it is very common practice to keep all respective applications files into a single directory. That case, we can use the move command multiple times to achieve this. However, this process is time consuming. Okay, so that is where we can use that effective way. There is an alternative syntax is there. Let's see how that should work actually. Okay, so now I have give touch space mcs.conf mcs.sh mcs. We can use txt and mcs.log. See, I have created mcs.conf mcs.sh mcs.txt mcs.log, ls space -lrt. See here, there are 4 files got created. Now again mkdir mcs directory I have created. Now my requirement is I need to move the multiple files to the single directory. So mv, I can use -v option, because with help of v we can see that mcs.txt mcs.sh, mcs.log, okay, mcs.conf. Okay, now I need to give the destination. These are the multiple files and the destination path is mcs. Okay, so all mcs txt, sh, mcs logs and mcs conf file will be moved to the mcs directory. See here, this is the destination, and ls -lrt, if you can see mcs directory. Okay, see here, all will be available under that. So that is where you need to know one point here. With help of move, we cannot able to duplicate. If we can perform the move command, that file or directory will be available in the destination location only. It is not available in the source location. So that is where CP will be duplicate, MV should not be duplicate. Okay, so that is how this should work actually. And here make sure that the destination folder should be available, MCS. How to move multiple directories in Linux? Now we have seen, just like we have seen the files, we can use the MV command to move the multiple directories at a time. Let's understand how it works. Okay, see here, mkdir directory 1, directory 2, directory 3, directory 4, okay, directory 5. Okay, see here, I have created 5 directories. Okay, now what we have to do? So if you want to perform this command, mv, I can use directory 1 to directory 5. Okay, and mv, I have to use directory 2 to directory 5. Okay, and after that mv, I have to use directory 3 to directory 5. Okay, and again mv, I have to use directory 4 to directory 5. Like this I have to perform. Now see here, if I want to move 4 files to the one directory, I need to execute mv command multiple times. It takes time consuming. So that is where there is a one more syntax. So we can use mv space -v, or without v also should work actually. dir1, dir2, dir3, dir4. Okay, these are the 4 directories I am planning to move to directory 5. Okay, see here, enter, see directory 1 move to the directory 5, all the directory 1, directory 2, directory 3 will be moved. See here, ls -lrt. Go to the inside of directory, we can validate with help of ls -lrt, and we can do the pwd under directory 5, directory 1, directory 4, directory 3, directory. Okay, so this is how we can perform the move the multiple files and move the multiple directories actually. And one more thing is, so we have seen, okay, there are a couple of options we have seen while performing the copy command. So here, how to avoid the overwriting files in Linux with help of copy we can see, and how to overwrite the files or directories we have seen. Same way in the MV also, same syntax, there is no change actually. How to avoid overwriting files in Linux? So first what we have to do, so you can create a touch space file too, you can create it. Okay, so see here, one second. To understand this, I have created file too. So after that, what I need to do, so here see mv, okay, mv -n, okay, so -v also should work. Okay, file 1, I have to give file 2. Okay, so now what this will do, if file 2 is already available, if you can perform with -n option, it should not be overwritten. If you want to overwrite this with the confirmation, as you know very well about that, you can use -i option. If you use -i, it will ask the confirmation. If you can put yes, it will be overwritten. If you can put no, it should not overwritten. So now see ls -lrt here, it is not overwritten. Still the file is there. So that is where what we have to do. You can put yes. Now see here, file 2. Okay, it's overwritten. So that is where one more options we have seen, overwritten the files only when the source is newer. Okay, this option we have already seen actually, touch -t. Here we can give whatever it may be, 20, it's a time or date. Okay, 1912, okay, 1000. So you can give any time. This is the format you have to give. File1.txt you can give, enter. Okay, invalid format it's showing. Here you can give 14, I can give 20, 03, 2024. Okay, Now see ls space -lrt, file 1 got created with the March date. Okay, just I'm just seeing actually. Now what we have to do, okay, here if we can see mv-v-u, okay, so here file 1 and you can file 2, okay. So what this will do, mv, so file 1 is not there, okay, file1.txt, sorry. So now what this will do, whenever there is a source is newer, destination should be overwritten. Okay, so here two things: how to overwrite the file with confirmation, without confirmation, and how to overwrite the file with source is newer. Okay, so these are the options, and finally we can see how to take a backup of the file before writing. Okay, so here touch space file1.txt, file2.txt, enter. Okay, then after that mv -backup, you already seen this, is equal to numbered, okay, and -v file1.txt, and here you can do this, I can take it as a file2_bkp, okay, then you can give it enter. Okay, now see again if you can enter the same command, now if you can see here same thing. So ls space -lrt, see here there are two backups got created. Okay, so this already we have discussed actually. So this is what, so the first thing is how to move the file, how to move the directory, how to move the files and directory with the verbose method, and how to move the multiple files and multiple directories, how to rename the directories as well, and the next thing is how to take the backup, how to overwrite the file if the source is newer, and how to overwrite the destination files or directories with the confirmation by using -i option, and how to take the backup of the files or directories. Not only files, even if you want to see directories also, if you want to take, you can give it actually. Your directory 5 is there, you can put here file ls space -lrt. See here directory 5 got taken the backup. So thanks for watching. If any doubts, could you please ping me in my channel.